Hi, welcome to SolarTech Sarthi. In this video, we'll discuss on what are solar DC fuses and what is the criteria to select and size a solar DC fuse for your solar rooftop projects. A solar DC fuse is an overcurrent protection devices that are used in your solar PV projects. The solar DC fuses are added or installed in the junction boxes that are your DCDBs or array junction boxes or sometimes called as string monitoring or string combiner boxes. So the DC fuses are an overcurrent protection devices that are installed on the junction boxes on the DC side of your solar PV rooftop project. Now, what are the differences between AC fuse and DC fuse? So unlike the conventional AC systems, the available short circuit current within PV system is limited. The output of the PV module, the current of the PV module depends on the irradiation that is coming from the sun. So in the situations where the high radiations are there, you will get a higher current value. In the situations when the radiations are less, then you will get the lower current value. So unlikely as there are in the conventional AC systems, the current ratings are limited in the solar PV systems. So, AC fuse should not be used in replacement of a DC fuses. There is also one misconception in the industry that people uses the solar DC fuses as the disconnecting fuses. They'll try to open a fuse to disconnect or isolate a particular string. This is also a very wrong practice. Solar DC fuses are not an isolating devices. So never open a DC fuse when the load is connected. It will create a huge DC arc and may result in fire. If you want to operate or open a solar DC fuse to isolate a string, first you need to disconnect the inverter or disconnect the AC loads. So you have to shut down the inverter, disconnect the AC loads, then you can open a solar DC fuse. Instead, if you will open a DC fuse when the system is connected, the load is running, it will create a huge DC arc and it will result in a fire. Now, what are the components of a solar DC fuse? So, solar DC fuse has two major components. The first is DC fuse holder, and the second is DC fuse link. Coming down to DC fuse holder, a DC fuse holder is where the fuse link is housed. A DC fuse holder should always have a DC voltage and current rating mentioned over it. For example, we have shown a 1000 volt DC and 32 ampere fuse holder. If you are working on a 1500 volt DC system, then the DC fuse holder should be rated for a 1500 DC volt. So, based on your system voltage, the DC fuse holder's current and voltage rating should be decided. Coming down to the DC fuse links, now DC fuse links are again available in different current ratings. For example, we have shown 15 ampere, 20 ampere, 25 ampere, and again the different voltage ratings like 1000 volt, 1500 volt, and all. In the later part of the video, we'll see how to size this 15 ampere or 20 ampere, whether which rating you should require. We'll see how to calculate that. One more thing to be very much sure when you're selecting a solar DC fuses is that it should always be a GPV photovoltaic fuse and should be manufactured in accordance with IEC 60269 Part 6. So whenever you procure or you buy or you select a solar DC fuse for your PV projects, just check whether the GPV photovoltaic fuse is mentioned over that or not, and whether it is manufactured based on or in accordance with IEC 60269 Part 6. Okay, now coming to the requirement of a overcurrent protection device or the requirement of a DC fuse in your system. So before selecting or sizing a solar DC fuses, we first have to be sure that whether we require a solar DC fuse in our system or not, or whether we require a overcurrent protection device in our system or not. So for that, we'll use a formula that is given in IS or IEC 62548. The overcurrent protection device is required, or we can say a solar DC fuse is required in a system if the statement or the formula that is given below is true. That is, NS minus 1 multiplied by ISC of module is greater than I mod max OCPR. Now, this I module maximum overcurrent protection rating is the maximum series fuse rating or the reverse current rating of the module. So, in this formula, NS is the number of strings connected in parallel. ISC is the short circuit current of your solar PV module, and this I mod max OCPR is the module reverse fuse rating or the maximum series fuse rating. This maximum series fuse rating, or we can say module reverse fuse rating, they have different nomenclatures. This value is given in the module datasheet. You can easily find that on a module datasheet. Now, once you are sure that you require a solar DC fuse, the next step is to size the solar DC fuse. Again, the IS or IEC 62548 gives three conditions to calculate or size the current rating of a solar DC fuse. IN should be greater than 1.5 multiplied by the short circuit current of the solar PV module. Also, the IN should be less than 2.4 multiply the ISC, that is a short circuit current of the solar PV module. And the third condition is that IN should be less than equal to I mod max OCPR, that is our maximum series fuse rating. Now, what is IN? IN is the current rating of a fuse, that is, as we saw in the formula, we have different current rating of fuse like 25 amperes, 15 amperes, 20 amperes. So it is not always true that you have to use a single 15 ampere fuse rating in all your solar PV rooftop projects. So that 15 ampere or the current rating, that is IN, has to be decided or calculated based on these three boundary conditions. ISC is again your short circuit current of a solar PV module, and I mod max OCPR is your maximum series fuse rating. Okay, now let's have an example for this. So in this example, we have a two string connected to a string inverter. Array configuration is that we are using a 500 watt peak module. The 18 modules are connected in series, and two such strings are connected in parallel that are going as a two string, into the string inverter. Now, our motive here is to first see whether the fuse or the overcurrent protection is required here or not. And the second is, if it is required, what should be the current rating and voltage rating for that. So let's start with this. So before getting into the example, we also have to check the module electrical properties. So for that, we have selected an example. Let's say 500 watt peak module we are considering. So the open circuit voltage of this module is 51.7 volt. The short circuit current rating of this module is 12.28 amperes, and the maximum series fuse rating that is given in the datasheet is 20 amperes. Okay, before moving further, this maximum series fuse rating that is provided in mostly every datasheet of every manufacturers, this maximum series fuse rating is the current rating that a module can sustain if there is a backflow or if there is a reverse current from the system. That is why it is called as this maximum series fuse rating, 20 ampere, right? So it's a current rating that a module can sustain if there is a backflow of a current. So we have noted these values: VOC, ISC, and maximum series fuse rating of our system. So what is the step one? Step one is to check whether we require a overcurrent protection device or we require a DC fuse system in this particular project or not. So for that, we'll again use this formula as used in the slides before. NS minus 1 multiplied by ISC of module is greater than I mod max OCPR. So we have to check this formula first. So as per our example, the NS, that is number of strings in parallel, is 2, ISC we have just noted from the module datasheet is 12.28 amperes. The maximum series fuse rating, or we can say I mode max OCPR, is 20 amperes here. Now putting these values in the formula, so NS minus 1 into ISC, when we put these values here, so NS was 2, ISC was 12.8 amperes. So by calculating that, the LHS of the formula comes to be 12.28 amperes. The right side, that is I mode max OCPR, is nothing but the maximum series fuse rating. So again, from the data sheet, it is coming out to be 20 amperes. So now we can see here is that 12.28 amperes is less than 20 ampere. Hence, the condition that we need to check, that NS minus 1 into IS module is greater than I module max OCPR, is not true in this case. So hence, in this particular example, overcurrent protection device is not required, or we can say we don't require a solar DC fuse in this particular system. Okay, let's move to another example. Now here we have four strings connected in parallel that are going to a string inverter. So the array configuration is again 500 watt peak module we are considering. 16 modules are connected in series. Four strings are connected in parallel and going to a inverter. Again, we'll select a 500 watt peak module. This is just an example. So again, the electrical properties, the open circuit voltage and the short circuit current here, and again the maximum series fuse rating. So again, noting down these values. Step 1 is again to check the requirement of a DC fuse or overcurrent protection. So for that, again we'll use the same formula. Now in this case, NS, that is number of strings connected in parallel, is 4. ISC is 12.28. Maximum series fuse rating is 20 amperes. So putting these values in the formula, so NS minus 1 into ISC is now 4 minus 1 multiplied by 12.28. That comes out to be 36.84 amperes. I mode max OCPR, or we can say maximum series fuse rating, is 20 amperes. So we can conclude here that 36.84 ampere is more than 20 amperes. So the condition that was provided in the IS standard, that is 62548, NS minus 1 multiplied by ISC module should be greater than I mode max OCPR, is true in this particular example. This means that for this particular system or this particular configuration, you require a overcurrent protection device, or we can say that yes, a solar DC fuse is required in this particular example. So when we now know that we want to have or we require a solar DC fuse, so the next step in this is what should be the size of the DC fuse, sizing, the current and voltage of that DC fuse. So for that, first condition to check is the IN should be greater than 1.5 times the short circuit current, that is 1.5 into 12.28 amperes. It comes out to be IN should be greater than 18.42 amperes. The second condition is IN should be less than 2.4 times the short circuit current, that comes out to be 29.47 amperes. So now we have two conditions. The IN, current rating of the solar DC fuse or the current rating of the overcurrent protection device, should be greater than 18.42 amperes but should be less than 29.47 amperes. These were the two conditions provided in the IS standard. The third condition is that the IN should be less than equal to the maximum series fuse rating of the solar PV module that is given in the data sheet. So in our case, that was 20 amperes. So the third condition is that the IN, the fuse rating, current rating that we'll select, should be less than equal to 20 amperes. Now coming to the voltage rating of a fuse should be more than the system voltage that we are using here. So the system voltage here is the maximum string voltage. The maximum string voltage we can calculate by multiplying VOC of the module with the number of modules connected in series. As we know that the voltage increases in series. The VOC given in our data sheet is 51.7 multiplied by 16. That was again the array configuration given in the example. That comes out to be 827.2 volts. So we conclude here that the commercially available fuse that is coming out in our these three current ratings and this voltage rating is a 20 ampere 1000 volt DC fuse. We cannot select a 15 ampere fuse here because the 15 ampere fuse is less than the first condition, that is 18.42 amperes. So we have to select a fuse that is more than 18.42 amperes for this particular case. We can also not select a 25 ampere fuse here because the maximum series fuse rating of my solar PV module was 20 amperes. So in this case, if I select a 25 ampere fuse, then it will allow 25 ampere of current to flow through that, and my module will damage in that scenario. So we have to stick to a 20 ampere fuse here and a 1000 volt DC fuse, since the system voltage or the string voltage coming out here is 1000 volt. So once the fuse is selected, we can again see this diagram where we can add solar DC fuses. Again, as per the IEC standard, the solar DC fuses are recommended to be added on both positive and negative strings. So similarly, we have shown in this picture, a 20 ampere 1000 volt DC fuse is selected in this particular case. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you like our video and our contents. Do share this within your networks. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such videos. The article is also available on our website. The description of the same is given in the description below.